All right, this is my review of Southern Charm Season 9 Reunion Part 1. This reunion was good. It's definitely started off a little bit of a filler because we're going to obviously get into the real meat and potatoes in Part 2, which is the whole Taylor situation. We did start off kind of reintroducing and catching up with Leva and Vanita. And, Craig talked about his pillow business and how much it's grown. Sidebar, the job where I used to work, Craig's parents came in and let me take a picture with them. They were really cool. Gave me a little bit of tea about the show. So that was kind of cool. But let's get to it. So first of all, JT, who are you and where did you come from? You're a hater. You hate Austin so much so to the point that I think you might be even a little jealous of him. I understand that Austin is not the best dude to date. From what I've seen of him on TV, he seems like he does have a good heart at the end of the day. He's just a player. He's young and he don't know how to keep it in his pants and he doesn't treat girls the best. But I don't think he's like a bad guy. I just find it a little weird and a little cringy that JT is continuously coming after him. And I actually felt bad for JT in the finale when he basically told Taylor at that party that he loved her and wanted a shot with her. And I've been in that situation before with a guy, and it's very uncomfortable especially to have to reject someone to their face. And I felt kind of bad for Taylor in that moment. But I did feel bad for JT because he did put his heart out there, and she basically was like, nah. But I just find it funny that he wastes no time to get in Austin's ass. Shep. I love Shep. I think Shep's a little bit older than me. I'm 42. I think he's like 44. He's almost 45. I know he's I think he's the oldest of that crew, and then Whitney is older than all of them, and obviously Thomas was older than everybody. I think Shep went through a bit of a transformation this season. I think him being with Taylor for as long as he was and actually finding contentment with a single female and actually like living with her and having like this domesticated lifestyle, I think that was a good thing for him. We know he wasn't faithful, but I think he really did love Taylor. And I think everything that went down between her and him this season hurt him. That would hurt me if I found out that my ex-girlfriend slept with my friend and then was sending, questionable photos to other male friends of mine. I can't believe she sent one to Whitney. First of all, Whitney's gross and he's weird. And he old as hell. I'm not age shaming, but good God. Compared to everybody else, he just seems very out of place with this group of people. But Taylor, you're a trip. And I have to agree with Olivia. You're a shitty person and you're a shitty friend. You were lying to everybody's face the entire season, talking about nothing happened between you and Austin when something clearly happened. I think Taylor was so hurt by what happened with Shep that she kind of went crazy and decided to get back at him by like getting with his friends. It's messed up. It's messed up on Austin's part too, because you knew how much Shep cared about her. Even though he cheated on her and he didn't do her right, that's still your friend's girl. You don't, that's friend code. That's guy code. That's friend code. That's human code. You don't go after your friend's ex. Like, who does that? And then the fact that he denied it too. And then I felt really bad for Olivia because she clearly still had feelings for Austin. And then she got her so-called homegirl in her face lying to her about it. It's messed up. And then everything that Olivia went through during the season with her brother dying and just like all that shit. And then she had to deal with this nonsense. So I liked that at the reunion, Olivia basically was like, fuck you, Taylor. She actually called her a cunt when she was walking off the stage. And then for Taylor to expose that she slept with Thomas. First of all, I'm like Olivia. I done went to the grave with that. I would have never told. I would have told nobody. That would shit. I'd have told nobody. And if somebody brought it up, I would deny that shit till I'm blue in the face. Who wants to admit that they slept with Thomas Ravenel? Yikes. I think Olivia was not planning this reunion, and we just got a taste of her wrath at the end of part 1. Part 2 is going to be insane. Overall, this was a good reunion. I would say the first 20 minutes were filler. I did like that they talked about how Shep is kind of not living a healthy lifestyle and probably needs a little bit of help, because we do know he likes to drink. And he's probably lost. What I gathered from that conversation is that he is lost after this relationship with Taylor, and then everything that transpired after that. She really did way too much, and I'm sure she regrets it. I feel bad for her a little bit because she's young. And I'm sure she hopefully will never make this type of mistake again. But part 1 was good. It got a little juicy in the end. I'm interested to see what happens in part 2. Sidebar. Knowing now that we've all gotten to really know Madison, am I the only one that's really surprised that her and Austin were ever an item? Madison just seems so nonsense, like she just wouldn't put up with the bullshit. So it's shocking that he even got her. I'm a little surprised by that. To me, Austin is a man boy. You know, he is definitely, to me, living in a state of arrested development for sure. I think he could, I like Austin, but he isn't the best friend. He definitely is not, I wouldn't say he's not a catch. He may be a catch on paper, but I think emotionally he's a little stunted. Anyway, part 1 was good. I'm really looking forward to next week. We're going to have the 2 other dudes, the one guy that was chasing after Olivia, and then their other friend is going to be joining them as well. And we're going to get more into this drama with Taylor, Shep, and Austin. And I'm curious if Whitney's going to come out, because he probably needs to be there. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.